two sides of the same pineapple. I'm British man Sam.
And I'm Mao, Filipina, of course, from the Philippines.
And we're going to be discussing some of the culture shocks and differences we've experienced. I'm living in the Philippines with Mao.
And I've lived in the UK for 18 months with Sam.
We've chosen 10 topics where we might agree or we might disagree on which country or culture comes on top. There's some things we agree on, but there's quite a lot of things I'm sure we don't. We're going to find out playing a new game that we call the Culture Clash. It's a drinking game, so if you're playing along with us at home, get your drink. We've got soju.
So we've got our own whiteboards and we're going to decide which country does it better. Whoever wins that category will have to take a shot. If both countries does it better, then we'll both get a point each.
Okay, cool. Okay, the first category. Here we go, let's choose. One. Okay, so we started off on a disagreement. Right, shall I go first then and give you my 2 cents?
Okay.
Right, so food internationally gets a bad rap from the UK. People say it's bland. Okay, first off, it's not true. Okay.
Mushy peas? Baked beans?
I'm basing my answer off the fact that the best food in the UK is international food from around the world. I don't know if that's cheating. And we have very fresh vegetables. It's quite cheap to eat fresh and clean. So a lot of food over here in the Philippines is fried. At first that's great, but on a daily basis maybe, and I don't know. Go on, what's yours? What's your take?
Well, I think Filipino food is better because, of course, we have more diversity. You go to different regions in the Philippines, you get a different kind of cuisine, you get a different kind of flavor, and also our spices are really good. You get a lot of flavors in it. So I go with the Philippines.
Okay, so we can't decide, right? So we need a second question then that's going to narrow this down a little bit more. So that question is, which country would you rather eat the food of every single day? So you have to choose one, and you eat it for the rest of your life. What country would that be?
Okay, I'd say... Oh, people are gonna hate me for this. I'm gonna say the British food.
Oh!
But, wait, can I have a disclaimer?
Yeah.
I think just in terms of like, I get like Filipino food is much more flavorful.
Please make a U-turn now.
Day-to-day basis, I'm a basic bitch. I think it's cleaner and more healthier.
So that's 1 point to Great Britain in there. So I'm going to put 1 down on the board. So I've scored 1 for Great Britain so far. And that means I get the celebratory shot. So everyone who put down Great Britain, I think there's going to be quite a lot of dry people now. Cheers.
And you...
Oh yeah, this is Scotland. Shot glass. Woo! Right. On to round number 2.
The second category is weather.
Right, I've made my decision.
Me too.
3, 2, 1. Philippines. No way! You choose. Did you just put Brighton at the bottom?
Yeah. So I wrote UK, but particularly Brighton because I haven't really lived in other parts of the UK except for like the south.
Well, you've shocked me. So you go
shocked me
for your explanation first.
Okay, fine. I feel like I like UK weather more because I just don't like sweating too much. And I feel like with the kind of weather, the cooler weather in the UK makes you do a lot of more things outdoors. So like walking.
Oh, okay. And by the way, guys, we haven't discussed this beforehand.
No.
So this is complete shock to me.
And also, I've been telling this to my friends and to you as well. Like living in the UK made me appreciate more of the seasons.
Okay.
So for example, like in wintertime, I know it sucks. Winter sucks, but you get much more appreciation of the summer.
Okay.
And spring.
All right. I'm on the opposite side here, and maybe it's because I've lived in Australia beforehand as well. But I grew up in the land of rain, so my whole life I've seen people in the wintertime go through like seasonal depression. Yeah. When it's summertime, everyone becomes happier. So naturally, if it's sunnier more of the year, people are happier for longer. If I want to go swimming, I can. If we want to go to the beach, we can. That's why I chose the Philippines. So we need to go for a more specific question if we want to try and come together on this. Right, fine. Which country lets you do more outdoors? That's an interesting one because I don't think the UK weather does let you do things outdoors. I think if you see it's raining outside, you're not going to go play tennis. If you want to play rugby, you can do that, but who wants to do that rather than dry weather? Soccer or football, same thing. Go on. Do you think that it's the opposite? It's because it's too hot in the Philippines?
If you do want to go outside, you have to time it, like do it at night. Avoid the harsh sun in the daytime. So it kind of like it limits you to do things.
Every time we go play tennis, it's outside.
Here
And it's in the sun.
But also in the UK, like even if it's raining.
No, you're lying. No one played tennis in the rain, guys.
Well, I did.
I would rather it was hot than it was raining. Well, to be honest, guys, I did not realise we were going to be in disagreement about this one. I honestly thought this was going to be a win easily for the Philippines. So I'm shocked. But I suppose it's a draw. Well, so this means that we both need to drink. So, and everyone back home, whichever side of the team you're on, you're both drinking as well. Cheers, everyone. Nice.
Ooh.
Whew.
My name's Becky. I'm a Capricorn.
And then after that rather unexpected round, for me at least, it brings us on to round 3. This topic is dating and romance. And I think it's going to be difficult for this one to come together, isn't it? Because, well, first off, I'm a guy, last time I checked.
Ooh.
Have you got anything to add before we go to our decisions?
Well, for me, I think I'm gonna explain once I give my answer and like what perspective.
Right, okay. Right, let's go and write them down.
Okay. Dun, 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 dun.
3, 2, 1. We've agreed! There we go!
Wait. But you said you've never dated anyone in the Philippines.
No, but it's based on my experience of dating in the UK and what I've heard / read / talked to people about
Okay.
and how I've been perceived since I've come here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's great. Right, so we can put already on there, or you can note down a win for the Philippines. So we don't need to convince each other, so we can just spend a little bit of time talking about why we think that.
Yeah.
So you go first. Why do you think Philippines is a better place or a better culture for dating romance?
Okay, well, just to let you know, this was really a hard decision for me.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was basing it off as like how I'm being treated as a woman. I feel like Filipinos treat
Not by me or...
No, I mean like, but also like the general, what I heard as well. This might cause a bit of trouble, but again, this is just my personal opinion. And they're more like gentlemen, more of a gentleman.
You think the Filipinos are more gentlemanly than UK?
Yes.
Even though UK guys are famous worldwide in terms of being gentlemen, we're supposed to be known for that.
No, I'm sorry.
Wow.
At least with the people that I've...
Maybe that's a modern day issue. So do you think that I'm gentlemanly or...
You are a
Okay.
gentleman.
All right,
I'm
well, that's
looking
good.
at it like an over.
I find that dating in England is difficult. I think that's probably based on the standards that people have for each other. I think they are, what's the word I'm looking for? They're unreasonably high, i.e. above 6 foot tall, earning 6 figures, you need to be funny but also somehow stoic. And of course, being British, I've also heard that being a white man in the Philippines
Of course.
gives you a bit of a heads up, so I think you guys are a bit more romantic generally, aren't you?
Yeah, we are.
So you get to take the shot because the Philippines won. And everyone at home who guessed that or chose that, cheers. We like to drink with Mao because Mao is our mate. We've evened up the scores, it's 2 apiece, so it's anyone's game at this point. Historical connection or like personal connection to your country's nationality / sort of identity. I think I know what's going to happen here, but let's go anyway.
Okay.
Oh, I did not expect that. I thought
Really? You're very good at like documenting your history.
Yes.
That's why.
Yes.
So I'm looking at it in the perspective of how much history have you preserved and documented.
Okay, interesting.
When we talk about history in the Philippines, it's mostly rooted on how Spain and the Americans colonized us,
Right.
but not much on the before that. I know
Yeah,
there's
not much
been
on
like
indigenous history.
exactly. I know there's been a lot of efforts in doing that right now, but it's not yet widely
Yeah.
recognized.
My perception of it was that the average Brit is more in tune with the historical reasons to where we are right now in terms of, because we live with it every day. If you walk down the street in the UK, you're walking past buildings that have been there for 500
Yeah.
years. In some cases, like the Cotswolds, potentially you drink at a pub that's 800 years old. So my score, therefore my shot.
It's your shot.
So
It's your shot.
drink to everyone who said the UK. Cheers. Work/money. I think we need to be a bit more specific about this. Work-life balance. So it's going to be about what your money does for you in that country. Working as a local. Okay, so what is the work-life balance like for a British person in Britain, a Filipino in the Philippines?
3, 2, 1.
GB/UK.
Kind of on the same page.
I'm glad that we're on the same page on this one.
When you talk about work-life balance, like
Not just money, yeah.
yeah, it's not just about money, but like setting boundaries.
Mhm.
You know, because I've lived, and I've had a bit of work in the UK, and it's in a completely different field. And I was shocked about how, like, you know, when I was on an interview, my interviewer was saying, like, you just need to be honest with me. If you can't do like this specific time, then say you won't. Whereas here, you know, sometimes you get to work beyond office hours. Get a bit.
Sounds a bit like Korea and Japan
yeah,
as well. That's sort of.
And there's like this whole thing of like you need to prove yourself. Whereas in the UK, like they were the ones who were telling me like, Mal, your shift is over. Like leave.
We understand that we're making our employers way more money than we're ever going to ask of them from working. So if you're not going to get paid overtime, don't do the overtime. But that's a luxury that we have in the West,
I think so. Yeah. Whereas here, I mean, there's a lot of people and like fewer job opportunities.
Yeah.
I mean,
And I worked in car sales, so I didn't have the same level of free time as other English people did. So I had to keep that in the back of my mind because I actually had similar free time to what you do with your job. But most people in the UK don't have to do that. They work a 9 till 5, 5 days a week. We get lots of holidays and lots of bank holidays and stuff. So we're very fortunate like that. So what's the score overall? We've got 4 to the UK.
2 to the Philippines.
By the way, we don't have a wanting. There's no wanting for a winner. It was whatever we feel at this point in time. And again, it's our opinion. So and maybe my opinion will change a year down the line or like that. So cheers.
Right then, you cheeky monkeys, that's part 1 done. The UK sitting at 4-2. The Mal's warming up and the comeback might be on, so don't get smug. Part 2 lands in a few days. Subscribe so you don't miss the final score. Until then, why not check out one of our other videos. Catch you later.